When it comes to trying to create a world under glass inside of a black box, sometimes surrounding that world with artwork will help with the immersion factor. Now, Stern Venom Premium Edition Pinball does not have any kind of side art inside of the cabinet. So taking a peek here, I went ahead and I did some research online, looked at a bunch of companies, and I finally went with Wizard Mod. I have a link for this in the video description below, and I picked up a set of their Whiz Blades. These are interior side art blades for your Stern Venom Premium Edition Pinball. I love this artwork compared to some of the other ones I saw online. I felt that the coloring and what they went with will actually blend into the inside of the cabinet the best versus some other options I saw out there. Now, in order to get this installed, it's pretty traditional. I mean, there's tons of YouTube tutorials out there on how to do this. I'll just show you the steps I took. Step one, obviously, is getting your glass off the pinball machine, making sure you remove all the pinballs. There should be at least 4 pinballs inside of the pinball machine. And go ahead and lift up your playfield and pull it forward until you feel it get into the final notch. That way you can tilt it back against the back glass in its maintenance position. Big shout out to Flippin' Out Pinball. I followed one of their old tutorials. Grab a mixture of warm soapy water with like dish soap or something of that nature, as well as a squeegee, peel all the backing and squirt it down. Now, you can start unplugging cables and remove the playfield completely, but you do have enough room here on the sides where you can kind of slip in and get this artwork mounted. You just have to be patient and careful and make sure you get everything lined up beneath the side rails that actually hold the glass inside of there. This artwork is kind of like scuff-free, scratch-resistant vinyl anyway, so that coupled with the vinyl technology they're using where you can easily put this on, remove it completely, and then, take it off again, put it back on until it actually kind of cures to the cabinet. Like, in that case, you don't have a lot to worry about. You'll be able to move this thing around, as you can see, and also having it a little bit soapy on the back as well. You're able to, adjust it as you see fit. Make sure you get everything lined up. Once you get it lined up, you're going to go ahead and grab your squeegee and just start pushing down and push all that soapy water out of there. And even though this is some really good scratch-resistant artwork, I'm still going to use some side art blade protectors that I'll put on the machine, show you at the end of the video here when we actually go and lower the playfield. Don't forget to grab a quick rag and dry off any of that excess water, soapy water that you got in there. And then, of course, we're going to follow the exact same steps on the opposite side. I really like this vinyl artwork that Wizard Mod came up with because all of the symbiote characters, everyone who the symbiote took over, are all featured on these art blade panels with appropriate color matching with the arcade itself. I'm sorry, with the pinball machine itself, so it looks fantastic. We're going to go ahead and start getting this all pushed down, wipe it off, and move on to the next step. I did let it dry for about 5-10 minutes, that way just to make sure it doesn't slide around when I do lower the actual table part of the pinball machine. And of course I have these side art blade protectors that are held on with magnets. That way it can protect the artwork as we lower it, just in case, even though it's scratch resistant, super tough vinyl. Always better to be safe than sorry, right? I'm going to go ahead and get the playfield lowered into its appropriate position and remove these side art protectors. And we could take a look here, make sure, triple check our work. Is everything lined up appropriately? Are we directly beneath the little rails that the glass goes in? It looks like we are. Everything's lined up perfectly. We can go ahead and, when you compare it to before to now, as you can see, it's way more immersive, in my opinion, having it filled in with artwork. We fire up the pinball machine and take a look at how beautiful that looks. You actually have the lights kind of reflecting off the artwork versus reflecting off of a black wall. This looks great, in my opinion. I'm very, very happy with my purchase. We can go ahead and fire up some pinball here and test it out and take a look at it. I gotta tell you, man, I've really enjoyed doing some tinkering and modding and learning new things with my Stern Venom Premium Pinball machine. And when it comes to this particular set of side art blades from Wizard Mod, again, I'll have it linked in the video description below. It's $90, and if you're looking for good quality side art blades for your Venom pinball machine or other pinball machines, because they make these for a bunch, go check out their website and get your orders in, because I think this was really cool. And again, I did pay for this out of my own pocket. If you enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts and reactions below. Give us a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.